Hey y'all, and happy Monday. I am in my car today. Usually I'm at my desk when I go live most of the time. But I wanted to come on and talk about VBS, Vacation Bible School, and why it's okay, mamas, to say no. If you are just catching one of my videos for the first time, my name is Lindsay Oley, and I am a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom. Started my own cake decorating business years ago. At the same time, I started taking control of my health, and I lost 80, 50, and 50 pounds after each of my babies, and I'm on track to losing another 60 or 70 more to hit my ultimate goal. But it has led me to do a online virtual business where I'm coaching people in health and fitness and business, and I love what I do. And so today I want to talk about VBS and mamas and volunteering and being around kids when you're put your kids in VBS and how all of that works. So growing up, as you know, in my teenage years and in college, I went to college close to home. So every summer I would volunteer for VBS. I absolutely love and adore kids. So don't take me wrong. I love kids. Like, always have, always will. But I'm a mama of 3 little ones, 3, 5, and 9. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, also building and working 2 businesses from home. And mama needs a break. Mama needs a break. So the last few years I've been asked to volunteer for VBS, you know, and I've said no because sometimes mama needs a break. It is okay, mamas, to say no. Sometimes we've got to just think about ourselves. We've got to be a little bit selfish in a way of we've got to be rejuvenated. We've got to have a break. We've got to keep our sanity and our mind. So if you have to say no to not helping with VBS, or if you have to say no to not doing this or that, or you know, whatever. I don't know what it may be. Maybe play dates stress you out. Maybe they're helpful because you get to talk to another human being. Sometimes I love play dates, and I'm excited because I get to talk to another adult human being is what I meant a while ago. But sometimes they're stressful, and it's okay to say no. That's the whole point of this video. You know, sometimes, especially, unfortunately, in church, we've experienced as a family being voluntold. Voluntold that you're going to volunteer. Kind of, they just assume that you will and sign you up. Sometimes that's happened to us without us actually saying okay, and then we feel obligated to go ahead and do it, and we feel awkward to say no. And I used to feel awkward to say no about volunteering. You know, sometimes you kind of want to, but like I said, you feel guilty for saying no. So there's been many times where I have just said yes because of that, or when we were voluntold and had already been signed up without our complete permission, we did it anyway because we didn't know how to say no. So if you're someone, let me just say, that is volunteering people to volunteer for whatever event you have, don't. You never know what is going on in someone's life for them to really need to say no. So just don't. Ask for permission first. And if you're someone who you have a lot going on in your life, or you're just a mama who needs a break, needs to go sit at Starbucks or some coffee place around the corner while your kids are in VBS, or sit in the quiet car for 3 hours, or read a book, or study, or work on your business in your car or at a coffee shop, to keep your sanity, or go into a coffee shop just to go pee by yourself, then say no. I am giving you permission today to say no if someone asks you to volunteer. VBS has already started for us. Who knows if you have it later on this summer, but you know, remember this for next year, or remember this for another event. If you can't or don't want to, it's okay to not want to. It's okay to not want to, and it's okay to tell people nicely, of course, thank you for asking me. Maybe another time I'm not going to do, I can't do it now. You know, just say no. There was a time that we were volunteered to do something, and it came at a really bad time because we were volunteering a lot. We had only one child at the time. She was under 1 or just over 1. And we were voluntold, just already signed up without our permission. Someone signed us up without our permission. And we were already like maxed out. We were maxed out on volunteering. We were a young family, because we got pregnant right away after marriage. So we dated for 10 years, got pregnant right away. We were a young family, and we were already giving up so much of our time. And this person, love him to death, signed us up for something else. And we, you know, kind of said, well, when do we need to tell you yes or no? Oh, you already signed up. You're good to go. I was livid. I was livid because as a young couple with a new, you know, child, I mean, she was around 1, but still, you know, I was recovering from HG, which is a horrible, debilitating disorder when you're pregnant. And, you know, the year mark is kind of like, for me, the time of, you know, the first year is like a transition year. So I was kind of getting over that transition year and starting to become myself more and more. And then we're doing all this volunteering. I was livid because we needed time as a family to just be a family and not sacrificing our time elsewhere. So that was frustrating. It was infuriating. And, you know, I was just kind of upset because this was coming from a place that we loved and a place where we worshiped and loving people. And they weren't trying to do us harm, but you see a hole in my shirt. They weren't trying to do us harm, but we didn't know how to say no. And that was the first recollection I can think of where I realized how important it is to kind of be selfish in this way, to take yourself and your priorities, your family priorities, your sanity, and put that above, if you have to, whatever else is going on, whatever else someone's asking you to volunteer for. So I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling now, but that's just kind of where I started to learn to say no, and what I was going to say no to, and how I was going to say it, and be firm in that. Because as moms, as stay-at-home moms, or stay-at-home, work-at-home moms, it is difficult. Just being a stay-at-home mom by itself is just plain difficult. You don't pee by yourself. You have little ducklings following you around every step you take. There's crying, there's whining, there's fits, there's fights, there's food everywhere, there's crumbs, there's stickiness, there is lots of cuddles and good times, don't get me wrong, and I would not trade being a mom or a stay-at-home mom for anything. But as with any job that you have, you know, stay-at-home mom, you're on call 24/7. There is no, you're not a mom for, you know, the night. You're on call 24/7. And as with any job, you've got to have a break, right? If you go to a corporate job, you don't want to do that corporate job for 24/7. Now, mom is different. Yeah, of course, we're moms for 24/7 for the rest of our lives, and that is what we choose, and it is a blessing. But we need a break to rejuvenate and to refresh and to be the best person, the best version of ourselves, and also the best mom, the best wife, and the best homemaker that we can be. We've got to rejuvenate. And if that means mom's night out, that means date night with your sweetheart, if that means saying no to VBS or volunteer opportunities, then that's what that means for you to rejuvenate, refresh, and become the best version that you can be for you, your kids, your family, your spouse, your parents, for everybody. So, in conclusion, my whole point was just to say it's okay to say no. I'm giving you permission today to say no to those things that you can't or don't want to do for whatever reason. And I was just thinking about that as I dropped off my kids at VBS today, because, you know, many people asked me, oh, you're not staying, or, oh, you're not staying. Like, they knew I have young kids. I needed a break. And some of them, you know, oh, you are staying. So, anyway, it's okay to say no. Give yourself that permission and be okay with it. It's okay to not want to. Like, I had guilt at first, and still do a little bit, that I am not volunteering, but it's okay. It's okay not to. So anyway, that's all I got. Just say no, if that's what you need, and rejuvenate, refresh yourself. Find some quiet place, read a book, run your business, focus on yourself, be alone, and just enjoy the time that you have to rejuvenate and refresh. All right, that's all I got, y'all. Thank you so much for watching and hanging in. I am gonna go and pick up these crazy little kiddos that I love and adore so much. Thanks for watching, and if you would like to get notified, I would love for you to click like and share. Also turn notifications on, like my page, so that we can connect later on. If you think that there's a mom out there that needs to hear that it's okay to say no, and that they need to say no, then go ahead and click like, tag them in the post, share this, because it's okay to say no. It's okay to not want to volunteer. It's okay to say no. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.